Fala galera, estamos começando mais um episódio da série Baldur's Gate 3, né? Episódio passado a gente parou aqui nesse trecho, né? Fez algumas missões. A gente começou com aquele cara que fabricava os brinquedos e colocava pólvora, né? Pra matar as crianças, os refugiados. E aí tentou descobrir, né? Ele deu um por alto que é alguém da guilda, uma guilda dos ladrões, alguma coisa assim, se eu não me engano, né? Na verdade ele deu indicação da onde achar, né? Investiga pensando, solucione os assassinatos. Enfim, tem muita coisa aí pra ver. Vamos investigar aqui. Falou com o Rafael também. Rafael tá querendo que a gente libere Orpheus, né? Que é aquele Githyank, o príncipe do cometa, mas ele vai dar um martelo pra gente e em troca a gente tem que dar a coroa da... Tem que dar uma coroa da absoluta pra ele, né? Mas não, provavelmente não é uma boa ideia, né? E ao mesmo tempo a gente não sabe se aquele imperador realmente é bonzinho, que eu acho que não, né? Que tá protegendo a gente.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mate to Temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. You're welcome. Good luck out there.
To keep watch. I know you have. Runaway is still missing up. Nothing happens until he's found. Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it. Also has
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions. Bridge gods. Should have dumped a lot of it.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
plans to expand. Candles. Even art.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these.
That should do ya. God of the oppressed.
And all-round pleasant folks.
Dar was right. This was a stupid idea.
I will gladly do so.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamy-jigs? You banged your head recently. Didn't you spot 'em by the gate? Big metal bastards. Even bigger swords. It's alright, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
We can bump a ton of people. One more mark, then we can go.
You'd think a bunch of martyrs would be happy to see a trader.
Just want somewhere warm and...
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person. Hello, beautiful. I didn't see you there.
We were just discussing a celebration being held in the palace of Khazad-dûr.
You should come. It'll be the talk of Baldur's Gate.
You'd think a bunch of martyrs would be happy to see.
Oh, great. The palace looks out over the lower city. You won't be able to miss it.
Forgive us for not escorting you there, but my brother and I must attend to another matter first.
Yes, dear sister, I know we have places to be. We'll leave once our good friends here have departed. I look forward to seeing you at the palace, though. It'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I promise.
Pera aí, a pensão Fraigos, né? Aqui, né? Não. Aqui é pensão Fraigos, amor. Talvez seja aqui.
Somewhere warm and safe.
notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
The master plans to expand his territory. Take Candlekeep.
I know this even are. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels. See what this does. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
No longer will we leave scary places like this behind. I wouldn't let anything pass. I don't mind it. Honestly. The master plans to expand his territory. Take Candlekeep. Maybe even Teresa's caress also has rules.
Caralho. Pera, esse aqui é. Não, beleza.
It's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant hooks, from what I've heard. I'd probably break his rules. We have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found. How about just think? Cousin Lindy was the son of our skin. Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind.
Part of me will miss it. I'll take that.
Eager for battle.
Runaway is still missing after all. Nothing
Got a long
happens
road
until he's
ahead.
found.
Bora, filhinha. Difícil, hein?
No time to rest. With haste.
Why does Horse Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house?
It has plenty of spare beds.
Great. We can bunk with town.
Mate, it's your birthday.
Succulent seafood. food straight out to sea. Take your pick.
In a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms. You two have rocks for brains.
One cheeky win. I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that. I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
You want a drink?
Press your belly to the bar, chum.
Better off. pull up panic buying. Let's not add to the problem.
Why is everyone acting so normal? The Absolute armies are coming. We need to stock up.
What's up for discussion?
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for?
But I love honey.
If you're hungry
Slow down, sweetie.
for a fine...
Let them see you take. If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Sharess's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
I'm not doing anything. I mean,
I sense some hesitation. Speak. Good sir. Sequence.
prices. You won't find more flavor for less.
They might have something we've forgotten.
Let's go to Calmskulls. She has the most fabulous scent. It's perfect for a show. I'd love to chat, but I've got a suit to find. Who knew buying something so simple would take the bones of a day?
In a word,
You have got to check out Dan Thalon's dancing acts. Their leatherwork is amazing.
Excuse me, we're discussing steel watcher gyromatics. A topic beyond your understanding, I imagine.
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents.
are you a Steel Watcher fan too? If so, we meet here every day to discuss their mechanics.
My mate got thrown by a steel watcher. Lucky bugger. The trajectory was perfection.
Let's go to Calmskulls. She has the most fabulous scent.
Foundry.
It's perfect for a show.
As if any...
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you want.
Almost. To meet my mother and father.
We've got the tools for the job.
Not this again.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Ordination is what? Lord Gortash is becoming Archduke. All the peers came to pay regards. Might be. You don't look the posh sort. Last door on the right. Go on. Make merry. Lower the gates. Special permission.
Certo. Vamos voar agora não. Vamos ver o que tem aqui primeiro. Muita coisa, né?
Give up a kippy for a tour of the Steel Watch Foundry. As if any of us would be so fortunate. Imagine seeing your watcher power up for the first time. How long do the effects last?
It depends on the person.
trouble on old Enthar. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
You told me the armor was at Baldur.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service?
Já gostei. Opa! Portador da praga. Atacar gnomes ou anões com esta arma recebe um D4 de bônus nas rolagens de ataque e dano. Desacelerador de presas. Quando esta arma esfera um acerto crítico, ela também deixa a criatura alvo mais lenta. Achei meio situacional demais. Só que eu vou comprar para um dos outros, né? Isso aqui, chifre de berserk. Você ganha mais 2 de bônus nas lojas de ataque se atacar criaturas que já sofreram algum dano. Isso aqui é legal, né? Sede de sangue. Ataques desarmados e corpo a corpo darão dano necrótico extra, desde que você não tenha vida completa. Se não causar nenhum dano neste turno, você recebe... Vixe, aí já achei... Manoplas do Senhor da Guerra. Alvos sofrem desvantagem no teste de resistência contra suas manobras e ações com armas. Isso aqui é laser total. Deixa eu ver aqui. Eu vou comprar tudo que é flash, porque sim. Eu acho que era esse, né? O restante é mais do mesmo aqui. Deixa eu ver se tem coisas aqui pra vender.
Harpers, I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? Clothgrass. I know the taste all too well. You too, I'd wager. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Thank you. Right. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today. Convenience built this deal.
Certo, deixa eu dar uma geral aqui, né? Tipo. Deixa eu ver o que eu acho melhor. Ó, esse arco aqui, o meu acho que ainda continua melhor pelo adicional de força, né? Deixa eu dar pra laser pra ver. Ó, o laser tá com essa aqui que é uma balestra, né? de choque, né?
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
These things have stayed interesting.
Eu tô pensando aqui porque lá ó, da corrente do escudo ela só fica com 20 por causa daquele coisa, né?
Still alive, so that's progress.
The crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it. The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm
Certo, mas deixa eu olhar aqui os outros itens, né? Porque ainda tem algumas coisinhas. Isso aqui é o que? É uma adaga. Ninguém da minha galera usa adaga, então eu vou vender. Deixa eu ir pra laser pra ver se é. Bom, essa aqui, essa mãozinha, acho que é boa pra ela. Deixa eu ver qual é que ela tá usando. Essa aqui talvez seja mais um de ataque, ó. Eu vou usar ela por enquanto aqui pra ver. Talvez ela seja melhor, né? Essa capa aqui, a capa dela faz o que? Dá dano de aço, né? Essa outra faz o que?
No one stopped me yet.
Ataques desarmados. Eu não tenho ataque desarmado, então vamos. Deixa eu ver aqui.
Let's get on with it.
Vamos ver o que que a mão. arma, né? Lanterna da lua. Viagem. Só quando tiver obscurecido. Situacional demais. Pouco demais. Isso aqui. Consegue mais um. Pode. Esse aqui é bem legal. Deixa eu ver como é que tá. Gale, né? Gale, isso dá mais 2, né? De classe de armadura. Isso aqui é protege. Isso aqui acho que pode ser legal, né? Fazer um teste. Rapaz, eu acho que eu vou usar esse aqui, porque eu não tô nem usando essas magias aí. Talvez seja mais jogo pra mim. Laser, qual o colar de laser? Não, qual o colar de umbral? Passa nebuloso, né? E de Gale. Eu acho melhor aquele ali, né? Ixi, Maria, que é... geral aqui, né? E haja flecha, viu? Deixa eu ver aqui. Como é que eu separo o item daqui? Eu vou mandar aqui para laser. Para o item aqui, vou mandar para Gale e para umbral, né? Pronto. Pronto. Certo, mais alguém aqui aqui que deu pra começar. Não.
Another step forward.
Salvar aqui, né? Porque eu não sei o que vai ter.
Something's on my mind. You are not Chihira. I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Saluna's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketherick out in the Shadowlands, no?
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Saluna's tears as some kind of code.
Can't say I know much of Gortash, but Orin is hunting you. And when I deliver your corpse, she'll let me keep your skin.
Eita. Pronto. E ó, a minha raiva. Ah tá. Eu já ia ficar muito puto se ele não tivesse postura de ataque. Ela tá com espada ou com arco? Vamos botar espada, minha filha. Tá. Calma. Isso aqui tá. Agora danou-se porque. Porra, eu não posso mudar a arma? Aí é sacanagem. Deixa eu ver aqui. Tá. Sim, pra cá ela não vai. Tá, vamos testar essa arma aí. Vou testar lá no outro também. Boa. Filha da mãe. É que você vai ver. Ô garoto. Isso aqui. Eita, como é que tu erra esse, hein, Ren? Bora, gente, vem. Tipo uns carniçal, né? Pera aí que eu falo já com tudo. Quebrar a escada aqui do... Não, melhor pra ir por aqui, né? Deixa eu terminar de... Agora quebrou tudo aqui.
than the others can say. You're the one High Harper Jaheira sent. Right. Equal to the High Harper. You can give her my report then. The others... they're all dead. Or scattered. Jaheira sent word of the victory over Ketheric. Set us hunting after the cultists in the city, but they were the ones hunting us. Things were quiet until we started to ask about the Rashomar.
Rashomar, a native of Rashomon, the far eastern land known for its wild inhabitants and the witches who rule them.
The High Harper didn't tell you. Perhaps it's not my place. Just tell her this. I can't continue the hunt. Whatever the cult has done with the Rashomar, they do not want him found.
What? By the Morden Sammel's curlies went on down there. They bloody did. Clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by. I've had enough dealings with Harpers to know I don't want the answers. Go on now. I don't care much for your timing, but I like your gold well enough. Short fathom.
We're shopping first. Dinner with my parents, remember?
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, We'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. All right, what else is on your mind?
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. And you just told her. That is refreshing, I suppose. Exactly. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But
author than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. A shame of mine. Redoubled because I did not tell you everything sooner. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Mince of Rashiman?
The name is as familiar as Jahira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
But few know of his fate, I think. I had hoped to keep it that way. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Mince charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far, but it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. Because I was playing the pragmatist, and writing my friend off for dead, then I met you. If I seem suddenly flushed with hope and soft feeling, you have only yourself to blame. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damn city.
So much for the cavalry riding to our rescue. This is what we get for putting our faith in a network of spies, I suppose.
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows.
It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador. Figuring out what's happening to us, confronting a god called the Absolute, and then finding time to kill my old master before he can control me once more?
Yes, that's an option, but I wouldn't bet eternity on it.
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. You spoke to her. Without me. Gods damn it! Of all the Hornet's Nest of prods, you had to pick that one! Whatever you told them, it's pointless. Cazador does not have a drop of mercy in his fetid body. Their children are long dead. I'm not opposed to revenge, but on my terms. For my reasons. Because of some lost whelps. Of course, if we stumble across their little corpses, you're very welcome to report back to your new friends, but I will not be delivering that news.
Just a cat. But please, talk to Yenna. Why are you so nosy? Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like cats and went off to spend her last life. But please don't.
Hi. It's me. Yeah, you were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. Could we maybe stay?
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Cadê outra menininha? Ah, tá aqui já, né? Quero saber cadê Funestes e a outra lá. A pequena. Tá lá atrás, né? Eu acho. É.
Looking ahead. Don't waste a step.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead three are risen. You must face them. I will help.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
When I first met you, saving yourself from Ceramorphosis was your greatest wish. I trust your leadership and respect your decisions, but I truly hope this is not something we come to regret. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves. Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where and in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some
In truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt. There is much to admire. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Ooh, more. Nice here. The caves smell like, yes, fun.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Tá. Cadê a menina? A menina já fugiu, né? Não tá mais aqui não. Cadê Volo? Sumiu também? Acho que sumiu, né? Beleza, galera, vamos ficando por aqui com esse episódio. Se gostou, deixa o like e compartilha aí. Valeu!